Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world one filing at a time. And today we're diving into some email communications that might hold more than just business strategy. Let's see what FiscalNote Holdings Incorporated has been up to. So it looks like on the 17th of February 2026, the Chief Executive Officer of FiscalNote Holdings Incorporated, Josh Resnick, sent an email to some of the company's investors. This email apparently covers the company's business strategy and new revenue initiatives. This is being filed as a Form 8K, which is basically a report companies file for big events that investors need to know about pretty quickly. Now, normally with these filings, we dig deep into financial tables and all sorts of numbers, but this particular report is a bit different. It's more about disclosing communications. The reason for this filing is to share an email that Mr. Resnick sent out. It is attached as Exhibit 99.1 to this report. Now, the filing itself is pretty standard for a company's corporate governance. It tells us the company is incorporated in Delaware and lists its commission file number, an IRS employer identification number, standard stuff for any public company. We also see details on what securities are registered with the exchange. Their class of common stock is traded on the NYSE under the ticker symbol NOTE, and their warrants, which are like options to buy stock, are traded under NOTE. WS also on the NYSE. This tells us that investors can directly buy and sell these securities on the stock market. The core of this filing is under item 7.01, which is about Regulation FD disclosure. This just means that the company is sharing information broadly so that everyone gets the same news at the same time and nobody is unfairly advantaged. This specific disclosure is about that email sent to investors. So the main event here is this email to investors being filed as Exhibit 99.1. This filing isn't about a huge financial transaction or a major shift in corporate leadership. It's about communicating strategy and revenue ideas to their investors through an email. This suggests a proactive approach to keeping stakeholders informed about where the company is headed and how it plans to make money. There is also a mention of a coverage page interactive data file formatted as inline XBRL. This is a technical detail for data reporting, but it means the financial information, if it were here, would be in a machine-readable format, making it easier for analysts and computers to process. And of course, we have the signatures. This shows that the report has been officially reviewed and authorized by company executives. In this case, Todd Aman, the Chief Legal and Administrative Officer, has signed off. This is a procedural step to ensure the accuracy and authenticity of the filing. Now, looking at this filing, it's a bit light on concrete fin. Financial numbers. This isn't a quarterly earnings report filled with profit and loss statements, balance sheets, or cash flow statements. Instead, the company is using this Form 8K to disclose that their CEO sent an email about business strategy and new revenue initiatives. What this tells us is that FiscalNote Holdings Incorporated is likely in a phase of communicating important strategic updates to its investors. They are probably feeling good about their future plans, or perhaps addressing some investor concerns. The email itself, since it is attached as an exhibit, would contain the actual details. This filing is essentially a notification that this communication has occurred and is now publicly available. The fact that they are highlighting new revenue initiatives is always interesting. It suggests they might be looking to diversify their income streams or expand into new markets, or perhaps they have developed new products or services that they believe will generate more money. This is the kind of proactive communication that can build investor confidence, especially if the strategy is sound and the revenue streams show potential for growth. However, without the content of the email itself, we can only speculate on the specifics. This filing serves as a pointer, a signpost telling us that important strategic discussions are happening behind the scenes. My take on this is that FiscalNote Holdings Incorporated is being transparent about its forward-looking plans. They are using the formal channels to ensure all investors have access to information about their business strategy and how they intend to generate revenue. This proactive disclosure is a good sign of corporate governance. The strength here lies in their commitment to communication and staff. Strategic planning. The weakness is that this particular filing doesn't offer hard financial data to back up these strategic announcements. We will have to wait for future filings or perhaps read the attached email to understand the true potential of these new revenue initiatives. The opportunity for FiscalNote is to successfully implement these new strategies and convert them into tangible financial results. The risk is that without concrete details provided in this specific filing, the market might remain uncertain, or that the strategies might not pan out as expected. Overall, FiscalNote Holdings is signaling a focus on growth and revenue generation through strategic communication. It's a move that can be very positive if the underlying strategies are strong. And Well executed. All right, that is our breakdown of FiscalNote Holdings Incorporated latest filing. What is your take on these insights and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.